ball is tipped, and there you are. You're running for your life. You're a shooting star. In all the years, no one knows just how hard you worked. But now it shows. In one shining moment, it's all on the line. In one shining moment, they're frozen in time. But time is short, and the road is long. In the blinking of an eye, that moment's gone. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew that in one shining moment you reached deep inside. One shining moment you knew you were alive. Feel the beat of your heart, feel the wind in your face. It's more than a contest, it's more than a race. And when it's done, win or lose, you always did your best. 'Cause inside you knew, in one shining moment you reached for the sky. In one shining moment you knew, yeah. In one shining moment you're willing to try. In one shining moment you knew. One shining moment.
And we are live from the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. CSBA March Madness. Oklahoma State, number 8 seed, coming to take on the number 1 Miami Hurricanes right here in the South Regional. Joining me in the booth, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rust himself. What's up, Rusty?
Hey, how's it going? Excited to be here.
What's up, buddy? This is a big matchup. OK State obviously trying to right the wrong. Tough opponent in Miami, but what are you looking forward to in this game? Obviously, it should be an interesting one.
Oh yeah, I mean it's definitely a battle, a Titan and a David Goliath kind of story here. Can CJ Mack and Franz Fernando, they're Oklahoma State's leading scorers, can they do just enough to pull off an upset? And who can step up for them?
Yeah, it should be a fun game to see what happens. Already, Oklahoma State off to a good start with a 2-0 lead and a couple stops defensively. Franz Fernando with the ball. Gonna give it over to Price. Price kicks it out. Mack for 3. Bang! As he rattles that home when it's a 5-0 lead to start.
Yeah, pretty nice play set up there. Fernando had the size mismatch, but instead passing it off, and which led to another pass for a wide open look.
Nice no-look pass from Delano to Rose. Miami on the board with their first bucket of the game.
Yeah, Rose, an electric scorer. Oklahoma State's going to try to contain him.
Should be a fun one here tonight. Oklahoma State obviously tall task ahead of them, but see what happens as Weddle knocks down the open J.
Yeah, and that's what they need. They need guys that can just make shots, and if Oklahoma State could be hot, we might start this March Madness off with a bang.
Yeah, I mean, we have had no number 1 seeds ever lose in the CSBA Marches. We've had, I think, a 2 though, if I'm not mistaken, Rusty, right? Two or it was either a 2 or a 3 that has went down. I don't know if we've ever seen a 1 go down.
Definitely seen 3s.
I think there might. I think there is. I think there is. We've seen 1, 2 go down so far. So, but listen, nothing is guaranteed. You know, obviously, this is why we play the games.
Absolutely.
So no good on that last attempt there by Oklahoma State. Now Miami looking to try to push the tempo here, especially in their offensive set. They're going to get over to Rose. 10 on the shot clock. Rose over to Houlihan. Back over to Rose. Good ball movement by Miami, and Rose hits the deep jumper for 2.
Yeah, nice shot there. Got the space and pulled up for it. Oh, Houlihan's definitely a rising star for Miami, and they won't be able to use his talents for much longer.
Rusty, he's so explosive. I don't know how many games you've gotten to see him play this season, but the man can take over a game by himself. We've seen him do that. I think even in the Syracuse, nice ball movement here from Oklahoma State. 3-pointer, no good. Unfortunately, that was all on the perimeter. But I was going to say about Houlihan, we saw him even though they lost to Syracuse. I mean, he was the only bright spot for Miami in that game. So
certainly, and he's their leading scorer on the season, and definitely been a superstar for them.
Yeah, they're going to miss him next season. He leaves to go coach.
Yeah.
Pick and roll action between Fernando and Page, I believe. Fernando gonna fire up from deep. No good as that rattles in and out of Houlihan up with the rebound. They're letting Miami get back in this game here with this 2-minute drought they're in.
Yeah, I mean, they had some really nice, efficient offense, and great dunk there.
So knotted up at 8.
That's what I was saying. Oklahoma State, they had some nice plays going, but Miami settling in defensively and not letting them get nice looks.
I worked it down to Fernando in a low post. Wilt Malone commits the foul, so Fernando to the line to shoot 2. This is March Madness. Where are you at, CSBA? It's like nobody in here.
Yeah, just Jim, just Bob.
Yeah, I mean, just
Shout
Bob.
out to him, but
I'm not shouting out Bob. Bob was like just giving you props. He didn't give me any props in that call out in Discord. I see how it is. I'm going to become a league last guy now. I literally just spent. I kid you not. I had to work today, and I did not spend any time doing work. I did CSBA for over 8 hours today.
And this is your job.
Yes, today it is today, and it's gonna be even more so because I'm doing Iron Man duty tonight. All three broadcasts doing the play-by-play. So no rest for me today. It's a 12-hour day in the CSBA. Mack gonna get it out to Richardson, pulling up in transition. Can't get that to go. That's a bucket Oklahoma State's got to capitalize on.
Yeah, transition opportunities easiest to score on.
They're gonna double team, no look pass. Goku Witten with the throwdown.
Risky double team, and Delano's too good of a passer to spring that on.
So Miami up by 1, 3:22 to go. Bench waiting to come in. Waiting for a stoppage now. Dane Jones. Jones, little shuffle pass over to Fernando. Fernando right hand, no good. Richardson though comes out. Great effort by Richardson to get the offensive rebound. Gets it out to Jones. Jones looking to survey the situation. He's got the speed advantage over O'Houlihan as he draws him out, but not able to complete the 3-point play.
Yeah, missed opportunity there, getting the rebound and unable to capitalize.
Sleepily Blaylock not able to capitalize on the outside shot, and Richardson somehow the seas part and he goes in for the one-handed flush, and Oklahoma State retains the lead.
Yeah, definitely nice play there. I like the fight Oklahoma State's having. Not getting all the open looks, but they're hitting them down when they can.
There's a little bit more of that up-tempo look that we're so used to seeing from Oklahoma State. Looks like B-Mills will try to go to the well there. Counted in 1, though, is Delano now going to go to the line and shoot 1.
Yeah.
But Rusty, it's a good sign for Oklahoma State. They're trying to do a little bit of a run-and-gun type of mentality here. That's classic B-Mills basketball at Oklahoma State. So I don't know if they're going back to the old playbooks or what, but right now they're bringing the tempo.
For sure, and it might be just try to change it up. You know, you're in March Madness, you're an 8th seed, nothing to lose. Might as well change it up and try to catch Miami off guard.
Yeah, especially if they're digging down on the defensive end and Miami's not capitalizing just yet. And I say just yet because we know how explosive this Hurricanes team can be.
Oh, yeah.
Prince Vegeta, thank you for that sub, my friend. Appreciate you. Nice defense by Witten coming up with the block. Miami trying to capitalize in defense. Good transitional defense by Oklahoma State. Black trying to work his way in there. Good defense. Now kick out to Delano. Delano now over to Witten. Witten now over to CDC. CDC can try to pull it out. Oklahoma State switching like crazy right now. Delano to Black. Baseline jumper, no good.
Yeah, nice defense by Oklahoma State. Not giving up anything.
There's a lot of tempo to this game early on. I wasn't expecting this. I expected this to be more of a grit and grind kind of game. But Miami Oklahoma State leaving it all out on the court so far.
I like the idea.
Jones pull-up jumper. Yeah, we got to make your shots if you're going to play that way. That's the key.
Yeah.
If you're not knocking them down, that can backfire at a team like Miami. Who's Delano going to go in there and contest it for 2. Can easily turn a 20-piece on you just like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you gotta get back on defense. Do not give up transition baskets.
15-11 now. Miami up on OK State by 4 right now. Foul on the play is Caruso. Caruso gets fouled by Black. So that's the first foul on Black. So team's first also, I believe. No, second foul. Second team foul rather. Yeah. So.
And it is good to try to get to the line, get your free points, settle down a bit because this bench unit came in and rushing, and you settle in a bit.
Yeah, key piece here too is you want to make sure is you're knocking down these free throws. These can come back to haunt you late in the game.
Oh yeah.
So every free point the other team is giving you got to capitalize, and he makes 1 or 2.
Yeah, I mean, to have an upset, everything's got to go for you, and free throws are easiest chance to get those points.
Yeah, Cody McGee trying to assess the situation here in the corner. Dane Jones getting up in his grill, gets a pick. Thought about a pop there, but opted not to shoot it. Now going to get it over to Witten. Witten forced shot with the shot clock winding down, and great defense there by Oklahoma State. Trying to capitalize and transition to get it over to Williams. Williams double team. Now they had it. He missed Caruso backdoor on that. I don't know if you caught that as well there, Rusty.
Yeah, that's missed opportunity there. But
Dane Jones using his speed, but height is not at his advantage there as Witten forcing a miss.
Yeah, good job getting back on defense at least.
CDC going to hold for 1 here wisely. As the clock ticks down, tick, 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 tick. They can get over to Mello Harris. Mello Harris to 3, bang! 1.8 on the clock. He drills the 3.
Yeah, not the best way to end the quarter for Cowboys.
No, sir, but they were playing defense on that play, but Mello Harris with a big bucket. You're watching CSBA March Madness South Regional. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. 18-12 Miami. We are back in Atlanta. Rusty in the booth. It was a great first quarter. Miami obviously up by 6, but it was a pretty close first quarter. Rusty, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, up-tempo battle. Miami was only up by 3 before the last three-pointer. It's really how they got in their lead. If Oklahoma State can settle down a bit and get those open looks like they had at the very start of the game, and they could give Miami a run, but they gotta get back on defense if they're not gonna hit their shots.
For sure. Williams now with the ball. I mean, I love the ball movement as Jones gonna drive, reverse layup. What a play by Dane Jones using that speed.
Yeah, I love that.
I would say, Rusty, I know Oklahoma State has had a rough season, but I really truly feel they played under where they're actually capable of playing. And I don't know if that's just figuring it, not being able to figure out the pieces that they have, but Dane Jones spots up for 3, no good. And that's the thing that they got to be careful. You cannot live by the 3 because you can die by the 3.
Yeah, but you could argue 8 seed, Oklahoma State. Miami's so good in the March Madness in the Final Four. What, 2 years in a row?
Yeah.
You gotta go all out. I don't mind them taking some risky shots.
No, you got. I mean, you got to try to capitalize when you can. Good cross-court pass. Yeah. Williams for 3. Got a clean look. No good. CDC up with the rebound. Here comes Miami the other way, looking to push the pace. Gets it over to Melo Harris. Dane Jones really playing some good defense here. Really pushing up on Harris. And they get it over to Black. There's a double team there. Witten wide open. They better be careful. Melo Harris from the baseline, no good. As Zeus Williams up with the rebound.
Yeah, that was good defense. I mean, it's risky, but it worked out that time.
Yep. Jones gonna go to the left hand, gets blocked from behind by Harris.
Yeah, Oklahoma State missing on some passes I see, but
Dane Jones really using his speed to his advantage on defense, but a nice little up and under move by Goku Witten puts Miami back up by 6.
Yeah, it's a nice move there. Witten's been on this Miami team for a while.
Now over to Silly, 10 on the shot clock. Assuming now there's 10 on the shot clock, rather. Behind the back dribble there. Silly trying to go one-on-one with Cody McGee. Now to get over to Jones. Jones to Jay Will. Jay Will not able to capitalize, but Zeus up with the rebound. Second chance opportunity here for Oklahoma State. 5:36 to go, second quarter. Miami up by 6 now in the low post to Zeus. Zeus going to have to fire one up here. Probably going to go for the fadeaway. He does. Cannot capitalize. That's a shot clock.
I'd like to see more ball movement. There's very static offense.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen that from Oklahoma State so far, Rusty, right?
Yeah, it is.
Cody McGee for 3, no good. Listen, if there's a guy on Miami you want shooting the 3, that's the guy. So Oklahoma State, if I'm them, I'm forcing Cody McGee to beat me. He's not been proven to be one of the better players. Nice pass into the edge inside as Zeus Williams counted in 1. Rusty, he's going to go to the line and try to get the 3-point play the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, and what he did just before that was set a huge screen, knock down the defender, and then roll to the basket to get that and one. That's a great sequence of events for him.
So Oklahoma State right now doing a really nice job scrapping, playing an uptown. Listen, I don't see many. Listen, I say this a lot of times by a lot of when I used to coach. Rusty is, I learned this from the movie. Now I just totally forgot the name of the movie. Oh my God, I'm getting old. Miracle. You play the same. You throw your opponent's game right back in their face. You don't defend them. You attack them. Right now, that's what Oklahoma State's been doing. And Cody McGee, again, the guy I said that you want. If you're Oklahoma State, that's the guy you want shooting the 3. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Mac trying to get that to go. Zeus Williams counted it 1 again, and Zeus stepping up right now, Rusty.
Yeah, I got some lightning bolts in those and ones. Great job getting them essentially within 1. I was gonna say Oklahoma State, their offense hasn't really been there except for those last couple possessions, but their defense has been pretty good.
Yeah, Coach Connor said Cody McGee get the frick out of this game.
Yeah.
Puts Milani Rose right back in, so not surprised.
And this is kind of a timeout here. We'll see what happens.
So Connor says Cody is 55 from 3 this season. I listen. If I'm gonna pick my guys out there that are gonna shoot, that's the guy I'm asking to shoot. So there's a lot of talent on Miami's side of the ball.
Yeah, you gotta pick your poison.
Yeah, if that's a poison, I'll take that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm right, but if I'm coaching this game, that's what I'm doing. If I'm Oklahoma State.
Yeah, and we're gonna get some interesting rotations here with Zeus because he's not letting Fernando come back in.
Yeah, he's been activated. But Zeus has played well. I don't mind it.
Oh yeah, I agree.
And for Oklahoma State, as Rose fires up the 3, no good. I mean, if you're Oklahoma State, listen, I'm always talking about the underdog, so don't think it is that I'm not a huge fan of Miami. I am, and Connor's done a phenomenal job with this team most season. I'm wrong. But watching an underdog play well above their talents is so much fun to watch. As Mac makes that shot there. But what I was gonna say though, to have Fernando on the bench right now, and you're up by 1 on Miami, that's not necessarily a bad thing late in the game.
Yeah, and honestly, I think when you're the clear underdog, that the chaos that these lineups can do might work in your favor sometimes. Because now Fernando, he's going to be on a different unit, and that's just something it's impossible to prepare for. And it might, hopefully, it'll work for. Hopefully for the Cowboys, it'll work for them.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean,
Miami, it won't work.
Yeah, exactly. There's Blaylock for 3. Oh, rattles in and out. So a chance for Oklahoma State to capitalize again here. Backdoor alley-oop, and the man of the hour right now is Zeus Williams on an 11-2 run for Oklahoma State.
Yeah, he definitely deserves all the credit with his putbacks and setting screens, playing good defense. He's doing it all right now.
Delano drives, kicks it out. Blaylock for 3. Bang! That's a big 3 needed. A much-needed 3 from Blaylock.
Yeah, great response and great pass by Delano. That was beautiful.
Listen, there are no free passes in March Madness in the CSBA. You definitely got to play your best. Mack for 3, no good, and Delano up with the rebound, quick outlet pass. I mean, Oklahoma State has done a nice job in transition for the most part. As Blaylock not able to get that one, gets fouled from behind from Price. So Blaylock to the line to shoot 2.
And it was a good look, but
listen, we've seen some ones come close to losing, but never lose. So we've seen ones get scared and then go on major runs after that. So curious to see what happens here, but right now Oklahoma State playing them well.
My first season, season 4, we were a 2 seed, but we had a very close game against Tennessee, and then that scared us enough to be like, okay, we gotta wake up, and went on a little run to the Final Four. But it definitely, that first round is kind of hard to predict. It's so new, and you're still trying to get your best settings in and best lineups, and just gotta roll with it.
A little bit of a momentum shift here as Oklahoma State missing the last 2. Miami, obviously, with that big 3 to put them up by, and a free throw up by 1. So kicks it out to Rose. He squares to the basket. Can't get it to go as Weddle up with the rebound. Gets it out to Fernando. Fran's finally back in this game, so Zeus to the bench. Good backdoor pass to Price. He puts that in, and OK State retakes the lead.
Yeah, now both offenses seem to be kicking up. I like the passing on both sides. Miami just not getting them to hit right now.
And the interesting thing, both teams shooting an abysmal 35+ percentage. A nice play there by Delano by up and under.
Yeah, Delano has definitely been Miami's star. He's done a great job attacking and distributing to the other players.
I mean, credit to the Oklahoma State. Well, actually, credit to both these defenses for both these teams playing shooting so poorly right now.
Yeah.
Mack for 3 off the screen, no good. Blaylock up with the rebound, and here's where Miami can be so dangerous, but Oklahoma State continues to get back in transition. Delano high off the glass. Looked like Oklahoma State was coming out to defend there. Gets it over to Houlihan. He goes up off the glass. He can't hit.
Wow.
Cross-court pass. Two-pointer shot there. No good. Fernando with the reverse. Fernando's just got to stuff that in. That's a mistake. Go for the reverse layup.
He's 7 foot or close to it. Just go up.
Delano sees Park kick out. Houlihan for 3. Bang!
And there he is, Houlihan. So versatile offensively. The Hurricanes' leading scorer on the season.
Price. Fernando going to get called for the illegal screen away from the play. He doesn't like the call. It's like, ref, open your eyes.
Yeah, can't have that. Oklahoma State, it'd be very tough to give up a basket right here. No open threes.
And you want some defense right now from if you're the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Delano going to milk it for one shot here.
And the Cowboys' half-court defense has been very impressive. This is a very low score. We see first quarters end with this score.
Yeah, for sure. Delano, a little stutter step, drives the lane floater, and can't get it to go, though, as Malone got the rebound, but not in time. And at the end of the first half, March Madness opening round, first game of the tournament, Oklahoma State trailing by 3 at the half. I don't think anybody would have expected this, Rusty.
No.
I mean, break this down for me, man.
Yeah, I mean, both teams playing up-tempo, but not getting much offense out of it, which is kind of funny to think of. Both teams, they're getting back on defense, and they're settling in their half-court defenses, and all their baskets have been tough to get. Oklahoma State, they've gotten some great production from their big, Zeus Williams, and it all, and some great attacking by Jones, but Miami's up ahead by 3, thanks large part due to Delano. He's done a great job scoring and passing and distributing to everyone. So it's been a fantastic first half. I hope it stays this way.
You know, the interesting thing for me, Rusty, well I'll say it's coming as we go to the flip of screens here to back to the court. But the one thing that's for me is the reason why Miami has been able to stay in front here, and we can see them. I can see them pulling ahead is. They're doing a lot of drive and kickouts, and when they're doing their drive and kickouts, they have been able to capitalize on all those threes, which is what has propelled them to the 3-point lead that they have at the moment. But they need to start going back to Miami basketball, and that's including those knockdown, those mid-range shots, which we just haven't seen much of in this game.
Yeah. I mean, Oklahoma State's done a great job disrupting them when they're trying to attack, so that's live or die by the 3. And I mean, right now both teams are shooting poorly, but they're risky. It gets risky to have your game stay close.
28-25. Ty saying Miami's going to win by 30. I don't know. Not the way Oklahoma State is playing, and obviously with these new arc systems, players have weaknesses. This is not the old. Right? I mean, yes, we're phasing. We still have a few of those old system players, but this is not the old system.
Yeah, and I think Oklahoma State definitely needs to see some production out of Mack. He's taken a lot of shots, but not been able to get them to drop.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm also not saying she's wrong either. I mean, if Miami is so strong, they could come win back and win this game by 30. You don't know, but right now, Oklahoma State is just doing everything, at least on the defensive side of the ball, everything right.
Yeah.
Mack now drives, kicks it outside. Fernando baseline jumper, too strong. And
I tried a Miami play there, but unsuccessful.
Blaylock, little start step pull-up jumper from 10 feet. That's good. Here's Miami starting to heat up.
Yeah, you definitely need to get a stop here. You can't let this game get out of hand.
Go to the low post to Fernando. Fernando, a little one-on-one baseline jumper. That's good. He rips the twine.
Yeah, that's a tough shot right there, especially over the big man Malone. He needed that.
Yeah, Oklahoma State definitely needed that. That's a good response there. They trail by 5 still. Delano assessing the situation. Now Malone was looking like he was going to set up in the low post. Now he does. Left-hander gets it off before the shot clock goes away, but they can't get it. They get stripped from behind by Richardson.
Wow.
The big men from OK State doing a really nice job in the interior, and then Price cuts the lane and is rewarded.
Yeah, perfect play for them, and great job running to the basket. You know, a lot of times players like to run that 3-point line, but you gotta attack.
Now, Houlihan, 5:52 to go, third quarter. Fade away. No, they're going to call a traveling violation on Houlihan.
Not something you see often. Where you going? Is he going to Texas Tech early?
I don't know. Mack for 3, no good. Ball tipped all the way out, and somehow Oklahoma State, I mean, every little bounce. We talk about ball luck, and I know everybody makes fun of me about that, but those are the little things. Play like that, that's all ball luck, and a nice play by Fert Caruso.
Yeah, just bullying TDC.
Houlihan. CDC, pull up, 8-footer, good.
You got a little bit of revenge there. I'm gonna keep the lead. Nothing necessary, just get that little bit of space.
Fernando, a little stutter step. Nice play by Franz Fernando. We talked about that rotation, Rusty. Fernando capitalizing right now on it.
Yeah, definitely a turnover.
Rare turnover there as Dane Jones can't get the shot to go as CDC was kind of leaning on him. No call there. Cody McGee baseline jump. Baseline gets fouled from behind by CJ Mack. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
I was lucky that didn't fall in. Good foul. Hopefully more than 1 point game. That's definitely not what I expect to see. And for the score to be so low. Mack, he's gotten lots of open looks, but unable to capitalize. Who knows what happens if he's hitting those?
McGee's second shot is good, so back to a 3-point lead for the Hurricanes.
We talked about earlier, free throws very important. Those for Miami as well.
Yes, sir. Little pick and roll action for Oklahoma State. Step back jumper 3, no good. It's Melo Harris up with a rebound, quick outlet pass to CDC. CDC drives, kicks it out to Harris for 2. That's good, Melo Harris.
Yeah, not a good chain of events there. You take a deep step back 3, which is just statistically not a good shot.
Weddle goes to the bank. That's good. ATM accepted.
Yeah, that's the kind of shots they need to be trying to get. Drive in, get those easier shots. Don't try to shoot it from the midcourt logo.
Melo Harris cannot get the layup to go. Good defense there by Oklahoma State leaning on him. Quick outlet pass to Jones. Jones step back jumper. No good. There is the man of the hour, who Zeus is back in the game, and
man,
he's
killing
it on the boards, Rusty.
Yeah, I think Jones knew. He saw Williams down there. He's like, I could put it up.
38-37 now. Miami CDC going to go right at the rim, and Zeus Williams has been the man of this game. He has been the reason why Oklahoma State is playing so well, and they get a 3-pointer the other way as well. Hits for the quarter.
Wow.
Bang.
Yeah, that was a fantastic block. Zeus,
TD Savs just said, Zeus, have my kids. That's one of the best lines I think I've ever heard in one of our stream chats, by the way. Baseline jumper from CDC. He can't get it to go, and Miami just struggling right now. I don't understand it.
They can't overlook any team, but...
No, I mean, Connor's making calls to Swoosh House right now, saying, can you please turn my shooters up?
Yeah. And, it's good to see this from Zeus as Oklahoma State's senior.
Good defense by CDC there. Joe's not able to capitalize. Kick it out to Goku Witten. Witten now over to Harris. Harris decides to shoot for 3 and hits it. Bang!
Yeah, they need that. If Miami needs someone on this bench to step up, whether it's Harris, CDC, or Goku, whoever, they definitely need some more offensive production.
Well, Harris has had a few shots here. See if he continues to be that guy, but that was a big shot from him. It's been a fun game for sure. Obviously, if I'm Coach Connor, I'm probably sweating a little bit the way Miami is playing.
Yeah.
McGee going to get it out to Black in the low post. Now going to pull it out. Now over to Harris. Harris going to get it over. CDC getting this screen roll. Witten drives inside, and the benefit of being at the right place at the right time on the roll.
Yeah. Great score there.
9 lead changes. 43-40. Miami on top. Rusty, this has been a crazy game. I don't think anybody would have expected at this point in the game Miami to be only up by 3.
I know. Definitely not expected, but Miami still has that firepower. They can easily take over. They just need to find someone that can get hot and have a spark and get a little bit better defense.
Backdoor alley-oop to Zeus, who just continues to raise his game in this one.
Yeah, went up to Mount Olympus to get that.
43-42 now. Miami up by 1. CDC Statue of the Liberty play counted and one as Price gets called for his second.
Yeah, huge basket there. Every basket is scored, I can say that's huge now.
Don't look now. Miami's starting to shoot a little bit better. They're at 50% for this half so far. Well, for this quarter at least, anyway. Well, it's not a full half yet, but
yeah. Seems like both offenses are starting to pick up. Their numbers are getting better, and teams are in more open looks. They're getting more comfortable in the flow of the game. But, there is a lot of pressure here for both teams.
Oh, Richardson for three, bang!
Oh, they gave that a 3. Very nice for.
Actually, wait, did they? No, it was 43. No, they gave him a 2. Sorry, they gave him a 2 there.
Okay.
Because I think they gave him a 2. I think they had 43 anyway. CDC.
Yeah, and that's a tough shot, especially with how well Zeus has been playing, just to attack him and get that floater up.
Yeah, I think it was a 2. I think they gave him a 2. Richardson, a little stutter step. He drives. Great defense by Black. They forced to kick it out to Price. 5 on the shot clock here. Price drives. Good defense by CDC. Forces him to pick up his dribble. Throws a shot at the rim and not able to get it to go. Here comes Rose and Miami the other way. They're looking to push the tempo here. Pass inside to Black in transition. That's good. And you do not want to let Miami start to move in transition here, Rusty.
Yeah, it seems like every quarter Miami has ended with the made shot. And on their lead just a little bit ahead.
And Oklahoma State, bang, with the 3, cuts it to 2. 50-48, end of 3. Get those 4s up in stream chat. We got ourselves a game headed to the 4th quarter. You're watching March Madness on CSBA on Twitch. We're back. All right, welcome back. 4th quarter. Take a look at the State Farm assist of the game. Sleepy Blaylock alley-oop to O'Houlihan. Does this quintessential pull up on the rim.
Yeah. Corrected about Miami being the team to end their quarters well. That was a huge 3.
Yeah, that was a big 3.
4th. Or into 3rd.
For sure. It gives Miami was looking to start the quarter with a positive play, and they get just that. So, well, Malone with a nice little floater in the lane.
Yeah, if you're Miami, you want to get your separation here. You don't want this game to be close for the last couple minutes.
No,
too much pressure, intensity there.
I'm sure Fernando step back 3, no good. I'm sure Connor there with the oxygen mask right now. Melanie Rose can't get it to go in the lane. The floater to go in the lane. Here's numbers for Oklahoma State: 4 on 3. Miami able to get back in transition now. Richardson gets fouled by Delano. That's actually not a bad foul because if Richardson looks underneath, he's got his teammate wide open.
Yeah.
So I don't mind that foul in that situation.
Yeah, you have a few to give. Why not?
Price over to Richardson. He fires up a 3. Bang! Anthony Richardson. Oklahoma State. Jeez Louise. I don't think anybody would have expected this, and they are just starting to pick up their game now as well.
Yeah.
Blaylock going to come off the screen the other way. O'Houlihan looks away from him and thought about a shot there. He actually could have drawn the foul. He does not. Gives it over to Delano. Malone going to step up and give him a pick. Delano forced to shoot it from well beyond the arc. Good defense again by Oklahoma State.
Yeah, you got to respect his shooting, and Oklahoma State did just that.
Price. Mack now. Over to Price. Price for 3. Milton Malone in his face. No good. Anthony Richardson for the putback, and Oklahoma State retakes the lead.
Yeah. It went from a shot I didn't care for, a contested 3, but great offensive rebound. That's something Oklahoma State's been doing a great job as, those offensive boards.
Delano, nice pass to Wilt Malone. Cuts to the basket and capitalizes there. 1-point lead now for Miami.
And Delano has been fantastic this game. Need if Malone can start scoring like he has been, that's even better.
Mack for 3, no good. Nice pass inside of Houlihan. Miami out to a 3-point lead right now. You know, the interesting thing is both teams struggled in the first half. They're both picking up their offense in the second half.
Yeah.
Mack. Franz Fernando wide open. Can't get it to go down. That was halfway down before popping out. So Miami's starting to get a few of those little lucky breaks. Backdoor pass. Oh, Houlihan. Wow. Clippable clip right there. Katie Murphy, you better be saying clippable clip right now.
Clippable clip indeed. I might have to check the rim.
We've seen some pretty impressive dunks in games by Houlihan, so
yeah.
What a play by him.
And good defense by Miami. You know, start to get a lead here.
5-4. There's a pick and roll. Houlihan goes in underneath, gets the basket. Nice pass from Rose. Good find. It's the biggest lead. I think that could be the biggest lead of the game right now. 7-point lead for Miami.
Yeah, they gotten here a few times, but Oklahoma State's always seemed to find a way to get right back in it. And something about, you know, Miami doesn't really want the game to be close because who's got more on the line? I'd argue it's the number 1 seed Miami.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Oklahoma State has 0 to lose right now.
Yeah. They were on the bubble. They were almost not even in the tournament. So, you know, shout out to them for this plan. No matter what happens, it's a great performance.
Absolutely. 60-53. We'll see what happens here. Fernando, we talked about him getting some extra minutes. Wilt Malone not able to get the rebound off the miss. No second chance opportunity here for Oklahoma State. 5 on the shot clock. Gonna have to do something here as Dane Jones gets it over to Weddle for 2. No good. And Richardson again with another offensive rebound and a bad pass. Jones saves it in the back court after it went off the Miami defender, but ball being moved around the perimeter. They're going to go down low to Richardson. Gives it over to Jones from the brackets. No good. Don't like that if I'm Richardson. You got to play. You got to play the closer shot there.
Yeah, I mean,
Cream starting to rise to the top here a little bit, Rusty, as they now up by 9.
Yeah, you know, Oklahoma State, and then I'm not liking their offensive possessions here. They need to go back to what they've been doing.
Well, I love that Oklahoma State has hit the boards here. Obviously, they're getting lots of second chance opportunities, but they're not capitalizing on them. And
too many contested threes.
Yeah, now they're gonna have to shoot from well down, almost half court again, and that almost actually went down. Appreciate the sub there, Superwoman. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Ty. Rather. 62-53, 9-point advantage for the Hurricanes. 3:06 to go here. Houlihan gonna kick it out to Rose. Rose for 3. Bang! And a 12-point lead.
That's tough. And yeah, Miami coming alive. You need a dagger? Yeah, that's close.
Listen, this is a 12-point lead right now. We talk about how well Oklahoma State had played up until about midway through this fourth quarter, but Miami's starting to put their foot on the gas pedal, as good teams do, Rusty.
Yeah, and their experience is coming in. I don't know how many of these. Oklahoma State is older, but Miami's coming off back-to-back Final Four runs, and they just.
Yeah, I mean, they not knocking anything against Oklahoma State. Miami has just played in this they've played in high, impactful games the entire season. It's the reason why they went undefeated in the regular season in the ACC. So.
Oh yeah.
Dane Jones, step back 3, gotta look, bang! Dane Jones, and that's a big 3 when they needed it.
Yeah, it's a start. His shooting numbers aren't good, but it helps.
Delano drives, kicks it out to Houlihan, wide open. He's gonna. I thought he was gonna take it. Opts not to. Gives it over to Malone. 7 on the shot clock. Defense, good defense here by Oklahoma State. Blaylock drives, floater, too strong, can't get it to go. And there's Houlihan with a big, timely offensive rebound and putback.
Yeah, I mean, all of his baskets been big and keeping this to a nice 9-point lead or 11-point lead a little more comfortable with.
Fernando, nice play by Franz Fernando, and Wilt Malone goes so does Fernando. Fernando a little slow to get up, but he was looking for the foul there. Didn't get it.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was an interesting sequence.
Yeah, go out big.
Two bigs falling to the ground. It's like hearing trees in the forest fall. Delano with the one-handed flush.
Man, it looked like he could have jumped over Jones.
He's got some hops, so he's got 13. 11-point game now for Miami. Big possession here for Oklahoma State. Time dwindling. Fernando step back three. No good. Richardson keeping it alive. Second chance opportunity for Oklahoma State. And then he gets it over to Fernando, who delivers with a 2. So it's down to 9. Big possession here with 1:23 to go.
Yeah, great job fighting for the rebound and good awareness to get to the cutting man.
CDC getting some late minutes here. Drives in the lane, up off the glass, and good. That could be the dagger, Rusty. 1 minute to go here, down 11. Kick it out the corner. Weddle for 3. No good. That should put Miami over the top here.
Yeah, that run they had about the 4 3-minute mark, I think that's definitely what up to this point. Just that little offensive spark is what they needed to get a nice lead here.
But I mean, listen, phenomenal. Wow, that actually still ended up in after Richardson got a piece of that. Wow. But give Oklahoma State a ton of credit to this one. They made Miami sweat. We talked about that a little bit early on, about how we've seen some number ones sweat in the first round and then go on the run. Will we see that from Miami here? I'm not sure, but credit to the Hurricanes for digging down deep to get this W.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, this just shows their...
This game was not a double-digit game the entire game. It's sitting at 15, but this game was... This was a lot closer.
I think Oklahoma State, they led in this quarter, didn't they?
Yes, they did. They were leading. So Miami, late in the game, finds another gear that maybe Oklahoma State didn't have. But props to the Hurricanes for pulling out and avoiding this scare, which I know Coach Connor was sitting there midway through the fourth. He had to have been a little worried based on the way his team was playing up to that point.
Yeah, but his Hurricanes came through and got the win. Moving on, we'll see who they get to play in the next game, which will be exciting. Arizona State and Kent Thuggy.
Well, you know, it's interesting here. You look at the shooting percentages. I mean, let's rewind, because this game, and I want everybody to understand how close this game truly was. Yes, Miami's up. After one, Miami, actually, they ended up shooting 53%, was only up by 6 points at the end of one. In the second quarter, Miami, their field goal shooting went into the toilet at 24%. And I mean, think about if Oklahoma State actually maybe scores a few more points in that second quarter. Unfortunately, they struggled as well. And you're sitting at the half down 3. I mean, if you're Oklahoma State, you probably feel like you're in the catbird seat. Because you're like, I don't think we could have played a more worse half, and we're trailing Miami by 3 points at the half. I mean, like, that's impressive. We click into the third quarter. Both teams' shootings really kicked up a notch. Oklahoma State actually wins the quarter by 1, despite Miami shooting at a higher clip. But those 3-pointers by Oklahoma State, the 3 of 7 that they had there, Rusty, big reason why, going to the fourth, we're in this ball game. And then in the fourth quarter, Miami, and if I'm going to be completely honest, I wish I could break this down by minutes, because that's a 13-point spread right there. But I can tell you right now, and they shoot 80% in the fourth, which is insane. There's no way that game was as close as it was. The game was significantly closer than what this shows right in front of us. It's with about 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, like 4-3. That's when Miami really stepped it up.
Yeah, I mean, and points in the paint. Miami really started to attack the basket. They out rebounded Oklahoma State, which prior to the fourth quarter, I don't think was happening. But they shoot 70% in that second half, and that's what propels them to this win. So,
yeah, I mean, yeah, their shooters showed up and their offense started to come in, and Oklahoma State's defense, just couldn't hold on against that firepower, and offense couldn't help out either.
Yeah,
a lot of 3-pointers, 31. That's
live by the 3, die by 3. We say it all the time, but it kept them in this game for a good period of time. If you look at Oklahoma State took care of the ball. They only had limited turnovers. They had the lead a couple times in this game. There was a lot of lead changes in this game. But when it came down to it, good teams do what good teams do and play good enough for a short period of time. They can, put a 15 spot on the other team, and that's where they ended out. So
yeah.
Let's take a look. You want to break down the box scores for me?
Sure. Richardson had a good game there, almost a double-double, 12 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block. Zeus Williams, who had a huge impact off that bench, 11 points, 7 rebounds, 2 blocks. Franz Fernando, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Stephen Weddle, 8 points, 3 rebounds, a steal. He took their 3-point shooting is leaves something to be desired, but Burrell Price, 7 points, 2 assists, a steal. DJ Mack.
Now this is a guy for me. For me, I think needed to have a better game, and he just was not. He was not on tonight.
Yeah, Miami's defense. I mean, he had open looks. He had a lot of open threes, but just couldn't capitalize on them. And then their defense with 5 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Do what he can. Dane Jones, another guy, 2 for 12 shooting. That's not good.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Dane Jones is he has this. This is the one thing about this arc, and one thing I love, and one thing about this arc that I hate. His speed. He can beat guys off the dribble, but when he gets in amongst the guys, he gets intimidated. He can knock down the 3. You saw it there in the highlight, and he can attack the rim. But if he's got multiple bigs down low, I think he kind of gets a little scared from and I think that's why you see the 2 of 12 shooting there.
Yeah. Russo, 3 points, 4 rebounds, doing his job there, and Billy Silly, rebound and assist, and J.J. Williams, 2 assists, kind of just running around.
Let's go over to Miami. You want to break it down for me?
Yeah, Houlihan, Miami's leading scorer on the season, ends up with 14 and 8 rebounds and 2 assists, 7 for 10 shooting. He came on when he needed to, and Delano seemed to me to be the guy that kind of kept Miami steady throughout it with his playmaking. I'm surprised his stats aren't higher, but 13
Yeah, I mean,
points,
I feel like there were a few moments where I felt like he was forcing it, but then, at least in the first half, second half, he's starting to pick up his game, at least in my opinion. So.
Yeah. And CDC with 11 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, definitely valuable points off the bench. Rose, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. That's a decent stat line. Just
Rose does a nice job of distributing the ball. The guy doesn't hog the ball. So
yeah. And Harris had a couple big shots off the bench, 2 for 2 on threes, 8 points altogether. Blaylock had some good shots, 6, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. This whole Miami team did a great job distributing.
Yeah, there's some balance throughout the scoring here in this box score.
Yeah. Win 6, 5, and Malone 4 points, 7 rebounds, and assists. I think got both those points were in the fourth quarter. So Jacob Black 2-2-2, and McGee made his 2 free throws and got 2 rebounds.
But he did miss those. He did miss those 2 threes, which I know Connor called it out. He shot 55% from the field this season. But again, you got to pick your poison. That's the guy. If you're gonna pick somebody to shoot the threes, listen. There's so many good weapons on Miami. That's the guy I'd probably give it to. So. We got another game coming up here at 9 o'clock. Arizona State takes on Kentucky again right here in the South region, so you guys are going to want to come back for that. We'll be back in about 35 minutes, and then after that, 10 o'clock, Louisville Marquette. So, Rusty, I know you'll be watching. It's supposed to do color there, but I will see you in about 30 minutes. So, CSBA 46 in the stream chat. Appreciate you guys all hanging out. March Madness tip-off game. This was a phenomenal one, 75-60. Miami wins, advances to the second round. Rusty, any party words before we log off for this game?
Congrats, Oklahoma State, to getting to this point. But Miami, tonight's your night. And, watch this game and take some notes.
All right, we'll be back in about 25, 30 minutes. CSBA, see you shortly.